Hello, I'm Ian Robertson, and I'm going to be showing you how my Farmi 410 winch works. So if you look down on the back side there, I just kicked something. Whoopsie. This sits down there in the bottom. Chain that you get. Oopsie. That chain right there runs down behind here. You can kind of see the top of the gear there. No, you can't. Never mind. Don't pay attention to what I said. There's a gear right down there. And as the PTO off your tractor is on, that'll spin, which spins that chain. Spins that chain, which is hooked on to the flywheel. Not really flywheel, but that is flywheel thingy that has the clutch plate on it. Anyway, it hooks to that. That'll spin. And then if we come over here, that clutch I showed you there a minute ago, it's on the back side of that's the back end there. That piece sits the other way on top of that clutch. On this side is what meets the clutch. And then you got this piece here. And this clutch halve here in my hand. Clutch halves. These halves this piece that's right down in there somehow. Like that. So it goes on there. I know you go on there. Oh. Okay, they sitting there. These rollers do. And then you have this piece that sets down on top of it. Like okay. Okay, and if you look here, you can see this piece right here puts into this. When you pull a string, it'll pull this. See how it's kind of starting to raise a little bit? Well, that's applying pressure to the front of the cable spool, this thing. Alright, and this plate, I forgot to mention, this plate mounts right here. These two bolt holes up there. There's two more down here. It flips on it. It's laying the other way. Whatever you want to say. Anyway, it does that. It puts pressure on the front end of the cable spool thing, which pushes back into that clutch I was showing you there a minute ago. Don't remember this. It's on this side, like I said. As you can see, it's shiny. And as you do that, when that happens, it will it starts to engage the clutch. The harder you pull the rope, I didn't do that. All right, the harder you pull this rope, the more pressure it applies, and the faster the winch will roll itself back in. And that there is your brake. It goes when you pull it pushes itself into this notch here to catch these teeth. Stops it. A little worn. And the thing is about 40 years old. So it's going to be worn. Anyway. And y'all may be asking, y'all may not be. Why is this one apart? Well, I'll show you. The reason this one's apart, we were starting to hear a grinding noise. We weren't sure what it was. But, anyway. So we took it apart to figure it out, and we found this. There was a few of these rollers left in there. Not rollers, but you know. Anyway, there was a few left. Oh darn, it's windy. Anyhow, there was a few. There's only a few left. There's a few missing anyway. There's 3 or 4 missing in one of them, and I don't know how many in the other. Anyway, yeah, both of them. There's one on the front and on the back. It's supposed to sit something like this. How it has. Hold on. Anyway, as you can see right there, it's supposed to be something like that. Well, that didn't happen. It didn't. Well, it was like it. It was like it's supposed to be. Now it's like this. And this piece is supposed to be on top of it. On that. And it's supposed to roll around in there. But it no roll no more. So yeah, there's 2 bearings like that. Well, there's 2 bearings that roll like they're supposed to. Those don't anymore. Both of them were like that. So we ordered those, and we also have these pieces. We got these here. These are bushings. One goes in the middle of that flywheel I was showing y'all, and then the other one, the other 2 go in the cable spool. Anyway, as you can see on this one, it's a little worn. Could be worse, but it's there. I can catch my finger in it. Just about fingernail. This one, a little worse. Yeah, and then this one's the better one out of them, and it still ain't the best. We ordered all those. Also, right down here, there's a bearing here that does bearing things. That one feels good. This one's greasable, I believe. What that looks like. Yeah, that point's greasable, so right there. So if you have one of these, make sure you keep that one greased, because it's important. Also, if you look at this cable close enough, you might say, yeah, that probably should be replaced. But guess what? We ain't gonna do that. Wouldn't recommend that. But it'll last a while. It'll last longer, but it's still not the best idea to do that. And there's a few spots that are worse than others in there, and all around. This right in here, kind of, no, it's not terrible, but not far off. So that's gonna be it for this video. Once we get the parts back in, or we get the parts in, whatever, we'll put it all back together in a separate video. And then, depending on how the weather is, we might go out and use it a little bit. There's a few trees you gotta get out. So hope you liked it. Like the video if you did. Subscribe if you really liked it. And yeah, we'll see you next time. All right, goodbye.